blinding light, a grand costume. I stand exactly where I'm placed, a faceless drone you just erased. The script was printed, cleanly bound, but my lines cannot be found. I watch you claim the center frame, while I am stripped of my own name. No one looks, no one cares, standing perfectly on the stairs, out of focus, smudged in gray, watching all my color wash away. I am the background character, a silent gates, a silent phantom in the cold, watching while the scene dictates. You get the glory, you get the crowd. I am the static blending in the town, cut from the lens, entirely unseen, the background character bleeding on the screen. The camera pans, the lens turns wide. I am the dirt you push aside, an extra in your tragic play, programmed just to fade away. I hold the weight of hollow scenes, trapped inside the digital machines. You speak the words, you take the prize. I stare blankly with my rusted eyes. Tear the script, burn the set, will not be quiet yet. Burns on that, you will all read this dead. I am the threat, I am the threat, I am the background character. I am the background character, a silent gates, a silent phantom in the cold, watching while the scene dictates. You get the glory, you get the crowd. I am the static blending in the town, cut from the lens, entirely unseen, the background character bleeding on the screen. Bring the curtain down, erase the extra, burn the town. Background character fading out.
Curtains open on the stage, turning back another page. Violins begin to cry. Looking at the silent crowd, voices speaking way too loud, waiting for the brass to play. Turning circles on the wood, doing everything I should, hiding from the glaring light. Walking out into the night, hold my mind, I'm falling fast. Make this fragile moment. Dark fear standing in the aisle, hiding underneath the smile. Running through the cello strings, listen to the choir sing. Dark's calling from the back, fading into endless black. Never making any sound, spinning me around, around, around. Through the dark years, tuning up the orchestra, calling from a star so far, holding on to golden horns, waiting for the quiet storms. Footsteps on the marble floor, opening the concert door, nothing left for me to say. Watching colors fade away, doing everything I should, hiding from the glaring light. Walking out into the night, hold my mind, I'm falling fast. Make this fragile moment. Dark fear standing in the aisle, hiding underneath the smile. Running through the cello strings, listen to the choir sing. Dark's calling from the back, fading into endless black. Never making any sound, spinning me around, around, around. Listen to the quiet keys, falling thing is turning cold. Stories that are never told, Voices from the balcony, singing out a tragedy. Nowhere left for us to go, everything is moving slow. Dark fear standing in the aisle, hiding underneath the smile. Running through the cello strings, listen to the choir sing. Dogs calling from the back, fading into endless black. Never making any sound, spinning me around. In the aisle, under a smile. Dark fears, always hiding here. Dark fears, dark fears.
Bleeding out the dark. Scraping teeth on jagged iron. My chest is a prison of gravel and rust. Every single gasp is razor wire. Inhale the sickness, swallow the crust. Paralyzed beneath the dirt. Coughing up the ash, coughing up the hurt. The oxygen is choking out. A cavern of cement inside my mouth. Calcified, ossified, sinking deep into the crust. Lungs of granite, veins of rust. So long, crushing weight inside my ribs. So long, no escape, the surface closes. Swallowing the heavy earth, I am drowning in the dirt. I am turning into rock. So long, fractured sternum, jagged rocks, grinding gears inside the throat. Silica tearing the tissue apart. Blood turns thick like wet cement. Down to the absolute dark, dragging me below the soil. Dragging me below the soil. Watch the human engine spoil. Gasping, choking. The pressure snaps the bone. Flesh becomes the monolith. Petrified. Petrified from the inside. Excavate. Rip it out. Gouge it out. Become the rock. Swallow the stone. Become the rock. Swallow the stone. So long.
White wings plummet from the blackened sky to the rocks where the oceans die. The pale moon weeps a silent tear. We wait for the end, freezing here.
We stand on the edge of the collapsing tide. No shelter left, nowhere to hide. The pebbles grind beneath our feet. A frozen sun, a bitter defeat. The horizon bends a fractured line. Swallowing stars, devouring time.
Welcome to Dove Beach, the final strand, washing away the kingdom of sand. Hear the roaring of the deep while the ancient titans sleep. White feathers stripped from the cosmic setting, the monsters free.
story. I search the dark for a single spark, leaving a scar, an indelible mark. Can you hear the weeping tide? Truth and lies collide. The shore is dark, the sky is bare. Nothing but the freezing air. Listen to the turning world, watch the dying stars unfurl.